Sony spent a fortune pandering to the modern audience, quote unquote, and now they're in huge trouble. Well, how bad is Sony having it?
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So over the years, we have seen some monumental failures in the gaming industry, including titles like Concord. Nothing will ever quite match the failure of Concord. You guys know the story. Sony spends hundreds of millions of dollars acquiring Firewalk Studios to produce this absolute slop fiesta that is eventually shut down after only a few weeks, given the horrible number of sales and poor reception.
You don't get it. They were just busy that day.
However, Lost in
Launch the game again. I'm sure they'll play.
That was made around the same time as Concord, and that is Sony's Fair Games, which is very similar to Concord in many sorts of ways. It has a massive budget. It is being produced by a recently acquired studio by Sony. It is
I completely forgot about that game.
It's an extraction shooter type, and it's also got horrible reception on anything previewing this game. It is literally Concord 2.0. It is following the exact same
2.0? No, we already had Concord 2.0. It's high god.
Far enough that, well, something has to come out to the public. And that thing is the pre-alpha playtest. And unfortunately for Fair Games and Sony, they're missing one key ingredient to this test. And that is fun. Yeah, that's the biggest complaint. Players are literally leaving before matches even end because the game is just that boring. They can't even stick around for a full playtest. Fun is once again the missing ingredient.
I didn't even know the game was out for alpha, so
these massive studios and corporations
I haven't seen how it plays.
Trying to make you spend
I have nothing to say.
Amounts of money on. Now, of course,
good thing we have Rev to fill in.
Wasting your money on this game and save it for better things, like the official Rev plushie campaign that has just 10 days left.
Good job.
And with nearly 300% funding, I think it's safe to say a lot of people are very excited about this campaign. I'll give you the 360 view of this little Rev plushie right here. It looks great. Love Uwe Market. They have had my back and many content creators' backs over the years. This is a limited time only campaign, so once these days run out, that is it. This is your last chance, just 10 days to go. So I'm going to put a link to this in
10 days to get the
description. Thank you guys so much for supporting this campaign.
Really have space for more stuff,
greatly helps out
I need
the
to clean my
channel
room.
and future campaigns as well. So make sure to check that out if you so wish. But let's get back to the content. Fair Games, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, this is the next big thing for Sony, and, well, it's a disaster. I love their Twitter page. You can see it's basically a ghost town. You can literally see the tumbleweeds rolling through town here.
That's so sad.
Welcome to Fair Games. Your
1,898 followers.
And rebalance the scales. Take it.
Join 2023.
Well, how do you do, fellow kids? Type description of this game. Yeah, people really love it when massive corporations like Sony are producing a game that is centered around robbing the rich. Eat the rich. Very, very great.
And it's another that's some sort of hair tie.
Live service, competitive multiplayer heists, extraction shooter type game. Yeah, people are really stoked about this already oversaturated market. And you can see, it's a ghost town, like I said. Their last post was in May of 2023 promoting the trailer for this game that was an absolute disaster. I mean, look at the like to dislike ratio. 4,500 likes
it's 3 years.
66,000 dislikes. And if you play the trailer, I mean, you can just see it's the typical, like, 2020-ish era type game, the bright colors, the diverse cast, and the really cringe-inducing themes that maybe had a chance in 2020, but are being laughed off in the year 2026. The best part about this game, honestly, is the comment section on their trailer. I mean, there's more likes on the comments dunking on them than there are likes on the trailer itself. This first one saying, "Want to see me lose $400 million? Want to see me do it again?" Referring to Concord.
That is
You
SpongeBob
want to
scene.
know about us. That's how they ended the trailer. No is the answer with 6,500 upvotes. You can actually feel Sony sweating nervously through the screen. Eat the rich, $800 console without disk drive by default. Guys, we're going on a heist. Prepare yourselves. All right, let me just put on my giant hoop earrings. I mean, literally, that is the trailer. It is completely obnoxious, pretentious, and just out of touch entirely. And now we have something beyond the trailer. I mean, the trailer came out about 2 years ago, and it's just been sitting there as a kind of relic of time, you know, the live service attempts by Sony here. But this one is doomed. And now, well, it's put up or shut up. They actually have to produce something, right? They're not going to cancel it too soon, at least. So they're doing the pre-alpha playtest. And you have this exclusive here. Fair Games struggles to find the fun.
He's always the one who tanks this kind of shit, and we will just eat it up.
Studios' latest playtest of pre-alpha version of Fair Games continues to struggle to find the fun, according to sources familiar. I mean, can you think of a more brutal headline for this game? Literally, it's just not fun. There's not even something about, oh, it's got an agenda, oh, it's got this, it's got that. I don't want to play a live service game. No, nothing like that. It's just not fun. At the end of the day, that's all video games are about.
It's not even
having fun. I mean, there was a game that was a viral hit where literally you just dig holes. Okay?
Oh, I remember that game.
It came out a couple years ago. Smash hit on Steam. All you do is go around and dig holes. The most basic concept ever. Right?
I mean, that's for the boys, right?
Because oftentimes, the most simple ideas
boys love to dig holes.
But then you have try-hard attempts like this that are doing too much. And
boys are not complicated. We just want to kill things or hit things.
And that is a fun experience.
Digging holes, that's hitting the ground.
Here, right? Haven Studios' latest playtest of pre-alpha version of Fair Games continues to struggle to find the fun. Last week, Haven Studios ran another playtest under the codename Espresso for Fair Games, but according to those involved, the game is still struggling to find its fun factor and still has a long way to go in development. I mean, it's been years and years already. This is a bad sign. Can you imagine how bloated this budget is going to be if they continue this for a long time, or a long way to go? But as mentioned in a previous report, the game mode played was called Cargo Heist, which is essentially an extraction-based experience where you load into a map, loot, break vaults, and then extract. I suppose the only unique thing here is that there's also respawns, which takes away from the high-stakes nature of an extraction shooter. What on earth are they doing? The only thing unique about this game is its flaws. That's actually impressively bad, ladies and gentlemen, but it continues on saying, gameplay sent to Insider Gaming on the condition that it not be made public shows 4 3-player teams looting a giant mansion using a class-based system. The game somewhat resembles The Division or Call of Duty in its graphical style and movement, with elements of grappling and wall running, but the reveal trailer's overly colorful look seems to have been toned down significantly, adopting a more grounded color palette. So, maybe they are taking away some of the criticism, which I raised earlier about the colorful trailer that's really bright and in your face. But then again, that seems to be the least.
I don't think that bothered me that much.
At this point.
Personally, I'm a bit tired of
Fair Games is struggling.
So I don't mind a little bit
Screenshots of the
colors
game's
my life, you know?
playtests. Discord showed a massive amount of negative player feedback, with players criticizing game-defying features like movement, NPCs, the class system, and more. Others who played the game tell Insider Gaming that they either played a few games and stopped, or teammates would leave mid-match and not play again because the game felt incomplete or boring. It seems that, at the very least, Fair Games still has a long way to go in development, and while I never want to write off a game before playing it, I do genuinely wonder what the game plan is here. That's a really brutal thing to say. They don't even understand what the game plan here is. Like, they don't even know like what they're trying to do to fix this absolute mess. But continuing on, Marathon has proven to PlayStation that extraction shooters are a niche genre and aren't the next multi-billion-dollar genre to advance its gas ambitions. That's without even mentioning 10 Chambers' Den of Wolves, which, despite starting development in 2021, looks like a far better product and will satisfy the vault-cracking itch for many. Is a couple of thousand concurrent players enough for PlayStation? I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt that as well. In fact, this has a couple thousand concurrent players on launch day written all over it. Do you really think this game is going to take off? I have absolutely no confidence. This really is shaping up to be Concord 2.0. I know there's been some other games dubbed Concord 2.0, but this one's really funny because it has a very similar setup, just like I mentioned earlier in the video. I mean, it is another live service attempt from a recently acquired
High Guard lived a little bit longer than Concord does.
It's looking just like that. The writing is all over the walls. Everyone with a brain can look at this situation and know this
but it was probably not really fun.
This game is doomed, and Sony is pretty much better off just wiping the slate clean, packing it up, and taking the loss, and getting some sort of a write-off for this game. Because if this thing is a long way from complete, I cannot imagine the amount of money they're wasting on this. But yeah, I just wanted to share that real quick with you guys. A little update on Fair Games. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing, turning on notifications, and checking out my regular YouTube streams as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Oh shit. I don't know what happened to Sony. They used to be fun. There was even a time not too long ago that I was considering getting a PlayStation 5 because I wanted to get away from the whole de novo thing for PC. I don't really mind playing a console. Sometimes it's just easier that way, and I don't need all that added freedom the PC gives me. So if I can get away from de novo with a console, I didn't really mind, but the way Sony is operating right now, I don't know. I don't trust them anymore. Also, the console is exceedingly expensive now, so hey, that's another point, right? Oh well. Good luck, everybody.